Hey guys, it's Mitch. How's it going? We're back with another spooky season special episode, and for this one, we're going to take a look at Dracula, motherfucker. So this was another one I picked up a few years back. I don't believe I saw this on any lists. I think I just happened to see the title and saw what the cover art looked like the presentation, and thought, well, that's gotta be good. And I picked it up, and I mean, in some ways it is. The art is very cool. The presentation is very good. Like, I like the hardcover, I like the colors, I like the design sense. Just going off the cover here. I like the smell. Somehow they've managed to work in, like, a musty smell. Maybe that's just my copy, I don't know. But this smells like an old middle school library to me. So this thing has great art and great design. I would say the only thing this thing doesn't have is a decent story. This is written by Alex DeCampi. I don't know who that is, although it does sound vaguely familiar. That would appear to be a music video director. Maybe that explains a little bit. Anyway, this book has essentially been done. This is Dracula. Only it's Dracula if it had been directed by Dario Argento instead of whoever made the original blaxploitation movie. So the way this thing starts out is Dracula in Vienna in 1889. He gets captured, he gets imprisoned, and then he gets awakened in LA in 1974. I don't believe we find out how his coffin got to LA. It's just that bodies start popping up in LA with holes in their necks. And our protagonist in this is a photographer named Quincy Harker. Why not, right? And he gets close to whatever's going on with Dracula. Basically, Dracula is turning brides, only it's closer to like a pimp with hookers than it would be to the usual Brides of Dracula kind of vibe. And there's a very straightforward progression to this story. This is Dracula in this, by the way, where he's kind of represented by just this mass. Like I said, the art in this is pretty goddamn good, and the design sense as well. There are some very cool elements. The problem is that the story, I was going to say it doesn't go anywhere. It does go somewhere. It doesn't go anywhere else. There are no twists to this. Quincy Harker finds out about the vampires, goes and sees the vampires, and then the vampire threat ends. The other thing, and this is really kind of unforgivable, is that it doesn't really use the blaxploitation theme to any kind of degree. Like, it seems obvious that was what they were going for, where, you know, it's set in the 70s, it's an all-black cast, it's called fucking Dracula, motherfucker. But aside from those things, there's nothing in here that evokes blaxploitation. And like I said, it seems like that's what they were going for. It's just, I mean, you know, blaxploitation is not the kind of thing that holds up very well under the current comics climate. You know, unless you're going at it with like 100% certitude that you're doing something awesome, you're not going to be able to stand with the criticism, I don't think. And that kind of makes me wonder if that made them back off a little bit. So what you get is like a comic that, you know, while it does look pretty great, it really isn't about anything. It's like the story is like half of a Dracula story. And in a blaxploitation film, that would be fine, except that you usually would have the trappings of a blaxploitation movie to fill in all the gaps. There isn't even kung fu in this fucking thing. Also, this might just be like a personal preference, but nowhere in the book does anybody say Dracula motherfucker. Like, it seems like that should be a line, like that should be a title drop, and that should be an oh shit moment. And it just never happens. I don't know. So is this thing worth buying? I don't know. I don't remember what I paid for it. But given that it's a hardcover, probably a bit. Like, it's a very interesting looking book. If you like the design and like the art style, I could see shelling out a little bit for it. I don't know if I'd buy it for full price, though. And it's a shame, because the look of the thing is wild. It's quality. This is an Image book. $16.99 US. Like, yeah, you know, like, that's not too bad. If this thing had some actual story to it, I recommend it wholeheartedly. But it really doesn't, and at the end of it, I was kind of pissed off that I'd spent money on it. Which is a shame. Like I said, the art and the design deserves better. Who does the design on this? Did they give proper credits on this? Not really. We just get the writer and artist credits. I mean, I'm interested in hearing from the artist at least. But the actual book design, I think, warrants a fucking credit. And it doesn't look like it gets one. Yeah, it still smells pretty good. I don't think that's mold. I just got the musty one. So yeah, that's Dracula motherfucker. It's, yeah, probably not worth your money. It is interesting because it's an awful lot like a Dario Argento movie in that not a lot happens, but it does look very interesting while it's not happening. If I had it to do over again, I'd probably get my money back. But then again, I was able to make this video out of it, so it's kind of worthwhile for me, I guess. So that's going to do it for this one. I think tomorrow's video is X Factor. Well, at least we're doing Inferno, but it's still going to be a little weird going back to the superhero ones after this. But yeah, I'll try to keep coming up with these for the rest of the month, all right? Anyway, thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.